Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Gemini, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Gemini, this is a very, very special reading, and it's all about the messages from your future self. And it's based on a meditation that I did a few years ago during my spiritual awakening. It was a guided meditation on YouTube. And it was all about how my future self was thanking me for everything that I was going through in the present moment. And it was really emotional, really beautiful. And I was thinking about that the other day, and I thought that I would like to do a series of readings for all of you regarding that topic. So these are messages from your future self. I'm using this beautiful prehnite crystal with a little bit of epidote in it. Well, a lot of epidote in it, actually. Prehnite is a fantastic crystal to help with retrograde energies. And so at the time that I'm recording this, we are going through Mercury retrograde. Just got over the solar eclipse, but still, of course, dealing with those energies. And so I'm wanting to draw upon old, reliable prehnite to help me to deliver the clearest messages that I possibly can. Excited to show you two new decks that I'll be using for your reading today. The Healing Heart Oracle for the overall energy, and this beautiful baby right here. This is the new Mirror Visions Oracle and, Oracle and Tarot deck by James Eads, who's created some spectacular tarot decks. And then the Mystic Mondays for any further clarification. The cards have been pre-shuffled. The Mirror Visions deck is a lenticular deck, which means that it shows two images simultaneously. That's pretty cool. So for Gemini, I guess that would be cool for a Gemini, right? For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Gemini, what messages do you have, please, Spirit? Thank you. Number 20, which is the Judgment card in the Major Arcana. You're the first sign to get this, and I only have one more sign left. Don't give up on love, heart. What do you desire? Don't give, everything is a heart in this deck, right? So this is the don't give up on love, heart. What do you desire? It's very meaningful to me, as I have a Gemini twin flame, so it's kind of making me feel some things. But I mean, it's a kind of ominous, to be honest. It's like, it could be her shadow aspects, could be her higher self, and feeling that sense of disconnection. Whatever this is, clear disconnection, right? With this window pane, this cross, this distance between these two hearts. So it could be somebody that you're feeling distanced from at this time. Doesn't have to be romantic. Could be a friend or a family member. Could be your higher self. You don't feel connected as you'd like. With the Gemini as the twins, there's always this dual mentality, and you know what maybe that's just what you're always used to, but maybe you're feeling particularly disjointed from yourself at this time. But the message is, don't give up. And what do you desire? And be clear about what you desire. Be clear with Spirit about what you want. Just as I said that, it was 444 on my timer. 8 cards for this reading, 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, pulling from the Mystic Mondays for any additional clarifier if we so need it. Past, present, future, advice from Spirit. For Gemini, please. Gemini, please. One more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. 8 cards out on the table. Let's look at your past energy. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Trees. Earth energy. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Trees. So the 9 of Pentacles, readers often refer to the 9 of Pentacles as pre-Empress energy. So it's this idea that in the material world, we are looking fabulous, which seems to be quite unclothed here, but feeling ourselves. She has a falcon on her shoulder. That falcon represents great abundance and wealth. So there could be something that you're enjoying right now in terms of your finances or your abundance. You could have you could own a house or be buying a house. I see that. But it's as if you're kind of sitting in the field that you helped to cultivate for yourself. It's a very independent energy. And it's something that is only going to continue to grow and morph the more investment that you make. When you make investment into yourself, when you truly invest in yourself, that's when you start to see this level of abundance, because it's your hard work paying off. It is clarified by the King of Chalices, King of Cups. And the King of Cups, the clarifier for it is the Peacemaker. You can see here the Peacemaker. King of Cups is Scorpio energy. And it talks about somebody who is really in tune and in touch with their emotional states. They have a lot of emotional intelligence, and they're able to access their emotions. They're not emotionally unavailable, right? These are emotionally available people. So I kind of see this for you. It's not really your go-to, the Cups energy, Gemini, but I see you really drawing upon this space of compassion that you are kind of I just wanted, Spirit wanted me to say drinking from the cup of love. And you're ready to drink from the cup of love, that you're ready to make peace. Are you on the outs with somebody? Let's see that here too, sun and moon. So at the time of this reading, the solar eclipse has just occurred by a few weeks, or by a couple weeks. The effects of eclipses linger on. And this particular one had to do with kind of this understanding that we would never be quite the same. That many of us, especially, like those who are spiritually inclined, are going to notice a dramatic shift in our consciousness, or just things that cannot travel with us into this next phase of our lives. But I see you trying to make peace with something here. It's part of the transition was making peace. I have a clarifier on the Peacemaker, please. My left ear started to ring slightly. So I feel like your spirit guides are here. Let me sit up a little more. Your spirit guides are here. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Pentacles in the upright normally talks about collaboration and co-creation with spirit. So when the card, I asked for a clarifier on the Peacemaker, specifically on the Peacemaker, and they gave this card to me in reverse, which suggests to me that there was someone that you, or maybe it was spirit themselves, but there was someone that you had kind of fallen out with, or there was a refusal to work together in the past. And now there's just this part of you perhaps that wants to reach out, wants to make amends in the past energy. In the present energy, Seven of Cups, Seven of Lotuses. There could have been some confusion as to how you were going to go about that. Seven of Cups talks about us being overrun by all of the options, that you're faced with so many different things that it almost paralyzes you because there's too many things to choose from. The most prominent one that is sticking out in this image is the snake in the middle, but there are all sorts of cups here, but the snake is the only one that there's something coming out of that cup. So there could have been some caution on your part of which cup you were going to drink out of, right? Maybe you've put your love and investment into something, it didn't pan out, and you feel like you had to put up that boundary for your protection. This is the present energy, this confusion. With the King of Wands clarifying it, right? You had to protect your energy, the protector. King of Wands typically does not sit in Seven of Cups energy. King of Wands always is very sure, very assured in what it is that they want and how they're going to go about it. I think the one thing that you are absolutely clear on right now is your protective energy, right? Which is why Spirit brought this up in the first place, because yeah, maybe it's a little too, you're kind of isolating yourself away a little bit. It's like maybe fighting against yourself or fighting against an unknown adversary or an adversary of the psyche. Spirit just told me the devil and the angel. They just showed that to me. Like you've got two messages coming in either ear and you don't know who to listen to. Even down here with these toads, can you see them at the bottom, these toads? Let me get a clarifier on that, because I feel a lot of debate with your energy right now. I feel like in the present moment, there's a lot of debate. Here it is again, King of Cups. You really do want to make amends. I see that you do. You are, well, the cards just got super chaotic just in that moment. They were just kind of spilling all over the place. It's almost like you were really insistent, but no, but I do want to make amends. Like, I'm not confused about that part. It's like, okay, I hear you, but maybe the methodology of how you're going to approach your loved one, how you're going to reach out, how you're going to express yourself, maybe that's the part that's confusing. Because here you also have the Ten of Cups, another cup of, this is all water energy, really concerned with expressing the love energy. Four of Swords in reverse. You finally kind of woken up. You've, just turn on a light because it's like, lighting is so weird in here right now. You finally woken up out of this place of being hurt, or this place of recovery and rest that you've been in, and now you're like, I need to get up, I need to get out, I need to get moving, I need to make an approach towards my loved one. Maybe you've been kind of arguing or beefing with them, and you're just like, enough is enough. And the future potential, yeah, there's a lot of mystery. You don't know how it's going to end with the moon. Major Arcana, number 18. On the other side, clarifying that, is the bridge. And I don't know if you can tell, if you look there very closely, there's someone on the other side. You see that? It's very faint. It's clearer to me here, but it's kind of not. Can you see him? There's somebody waiting for you on the other side of that bridge. That's weird. It's like water under the bridge. Isn't that crazy? This is one of the coolest ones in the deck. They're all cool, but like that dichotomy was just, it's a gorgeous transition. And what it talks to me is about stepping into the unknown. Maybe if it has to do with reaching out to somebody you're estranged from, just as an example. You're going to go in there with a message. You don't know how they're going to react. They could say, stay out of my life. They could say, I love you and I want you back. They could say, thank you for your apology. Nothing's changed. Who knows? But Spirit's almost saying, like, release the expectation and just speak from the heart. Four of Wands, Four of Embers. Four of Wands talks about stability and celebration. Like, I think at least Spirit is showing me a positive outcome. One where we're all gathered around and breaking bread together. And Four of Wands is the 1111 card. That's what they call this card. Kind of divinely guided, divinely blessed energy, solid foundation, a solid place from which we can start fresh. Let me ask for a clarifier on the moon. What's the clarifier on the moon, please? Yeah, Emperor in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. This energy just screams feeling a lack of control. I was asking for clarifier on the moon, right? We don't know what's on the other side. Yeah, I mean, what this tells me is that it's just when divine masculines are in the reverse, and divine feminines too, but especially the Emperor energy, Aries energy, which has the power of all four kings of the tarot. When the Emperor is in reverse, he just feels like the whole world is crumbling. His whole empire is falling apart because he's not in control, and that's just further clarified by the King of Pentacles in reverse. Just like not knowing where we stand, not having, like, wanting this firm foundation and just being completely off guard, and it's almost like Spirit is saying that's kind of like the price that you have to pay to go after what it is that you want at this point. So let's say it's not even talking about like a person, but it's just a job or an endeavor, not giving up on something that you could have put on the back burner. The payoff will only come when you kind of admit to yourself where you've been holding things back or holding yourself back. and taking the brave step forward into the unknown. Because it's almost like, what's the worst that can happen? It's just like that you tried something and it didn't work out. If you don't carry deep expectations and you just allow flow, then you're going to gather wisdom from that experience. Even if it doesn't work out the way that you want it to, you're going to say, okay, I tried. This is what I've learned from this scenario, and I'm going to try again somewhere else. King of Swords. You showed up in your own reading. King of Swords, Gemini energy. The Elementalist. So I just want to point out to you that even with the King of Swords, the authority, the expert, the truth teller, truth seeker, the great communicator, even his counterpart, the Elementalist, still going with the flow, bringing the cups, the wands, the air energy, and the swords all together in one card. Really knowing how to use your surroundings to your advantage. It's beautiful that you showed up in your own energy. But it's clarified by the Four of Chalices. Four of Lotuses. Four of Chalices or Four of Cups talks about the sense of apathy. This idea that maybe 3 cups is all that we can handle. Maybe 3 cups is all that we're allowed or deserve. And that 4 cups, just, oh, that's too much. Maybe I'm not worthy of 4. To which I would say, of course you're worthy. Spirit wants to bring you 4. Why are you only settling for 3? That's what that card is about. Being on the fence about whether or not to accept 4 cups. You know, I knew Spirit was going to give me something that was going to really hammer that home. This is another deck. Look at all the cards here. And you got 4 of Cups to clarify the 4 of Cups, right? That's how important this particular message is for you. Hear Spirit with their cup of love just hovering right over you, and you're just like, maybe I could settle for 3. And if you're not careful, that 4th cup is just gonna wash away. They don't want that to happen. This is your advice. If Spirit is offering you person, place, or thing that represents something positive in your life, accept it and say thank you. Accept it and be in a place of gratitude. Now the wind is just kicking up. The wind's been very windy today, but it's just like blowing through the window and it's being very loud. Right? You can't get a close, I mean, that's a beautiful confirmation of that message. The Spirit really, really wants you to be in a space to receive. Right? Like, don't be dismayed by a perceived distance. Go after what it is that you want. That's your reading, Gemini. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Gemini.